Afternoon, everybody. Tim, football vagabond. Tim Slack, that is. And I've said it many times before in my intro, so I'm not going to say it again. Anyone who wants to know the intro, just check back on a couple of my previous vlogs. Anyway, the vlog's mainly about the English Premier League, and that's what I'm going to start with. That's what I'm going to do today. It's my top three teams, okay? After 5 games into the season, Liverpool will win it. They've got a winning mentality already, which is carried on from last season. Oh, where am I, by the way? I'm down at one of my favourite spots, South Perth. So yeah, down not too far from the Swan River. I'll just quickly show you, and then you get a bit of an idea how beautiful it is. It feels like summer's arrived today. Winter's definitely gone. Behind me you can see the Swan River, and then right back here, back there, is the CBD, Central Business District. So yeah, so anyway, so champions again this year, Liverpool. Everything's going for them at the moment. Lucky Liverpool is my little title for them at the moment, because they're getting a lot of decisions their way. Last minute goals, penalties at a 50-50, sending offs, which I don't agree with, but hey, that's what happens in football. You just got to take everything that comes your way and deal with it and find solutions, and so that's what Liverpool are doing. So well done to Liverpool. And I said first week of the season when I saw Ekitike, I thought he's going to be a real handful, and he will be all year. And he's just a hard working, skillful, goal scoring number 9, which is what every team needs. And if you've got a goal scoring player or 2 or 3 in your team, you're going to win things. And Liverpool have got goals in many positions. So Liverpool to win it. Arsenal, who did well against City, far the better team. I watched it today actually, the City, Arsenal v City. Arsenal dominated the game for me. City got something out of it. Could have gone Arsenal's way quite easily, but again, they're not quite clinical at the moment. But once Saka finds his form again, back from injury, stays free, and it's the same for every player. And again, I'll just quickly mention, all these vlogs are my opinion, so this is my opinion. But I've had lived experience playing football, being involved in football, coaching football all around the world for many years. So I know what I'm talking about. And like I said, anyone who's new to it, just check back 2 or 3 vlogs and you'll see what I mean. Anyway, so any team that can stay injury free or have players that are injury free, the key players are going to be absolutely dominant. And Arsenal need Saka, but then again they've got SA, they've got players, Odegaard comes back, Rice. For me, the word for me with Arsenal is powerful team, really powerful team. And it's a big deep squad, goes a long way, which again you need in the level that these teams are playing in, the English Premier League. The trophies that are the competitions that you have to play, you've got to have such a strong squad. And so for me, Arsenal's is the strongest squad. But as I said before, Liverpool have already got the winning mentality, so they're just going to keep that rolling. Okay, they're not going to change too much from what they've already got, and they've had additions to the squad, and some good additions as well. Kirkes, I like him, tough, rugged, does his job. And Isak's got the talent, but he's got to find it again now. He's not had a good pre-season, so we'll see what happens for Isak. And who's going to finish third? Well, that is a good question, because I think it won't be City. I thought maybe they can climb back to third, but again, it all depends on Haaland. As I said in earlier vlogs, every team needs a goal scorer, and I said before that Haaland can actually keep Pep Guardiola in a job, because he's on fire. He's got a rhythm, he's in the flow, and I'll just say, anyone who knows me and who play football with me, and there's been a lot of lads who play football with me over the years, especially back in England. So I actually played, as well as playing at a good standard back in England, in the Manchester Premier League. That's where I kind of started to get my act together. But while I was doing that, like many other lads, I played in Sunday football. So we'd play a hard game Saturday. You'd struggle if you had a couple of injuries, but hey, you just crack on with it. You get up early Sunday. Some lads would go and play Sunday morning and then turn up and play Sunday afternoon. So that's like 3 games in a weekend. I just chose to play Sunday afternoon. Now I got to play for some good Sunday teams with some really cracking players. Lads who went on to play semi-professional. For example, Stalybridge, Macclesfield. I mentioned him before, John Pemberton. Pemby played professionally. He played at... he started his journey at Crewe with Dario Gradi. Then he went from Crewe, I can't remember, with his Crystal Palace. We had a spell at Leeds. Top lad, top player. Fast as anything, could catch pigeons. And so I played with these kind of players. And I was a goal scorer, and I could score goals for fun. Seriously, I could score them from, tap-ins, headers, volleys, overhead kicks, left foot, right foot, you name it, I could score. The reason I say that is because this is how Haaland, for me, makes goal scoring in the English Premier League. It reminds me of how I was in my pomp in that low level, scoring goals, and Haaland does it at the top level. That's how good he is. That is how dangerous of a player Haaland is. He's absolutely incredible. One of the best goal scoring players I've seen actually in my lifetime. And I've got some top players in my list, and that's for sure. My all-time favourite is Pelé, Brazilian legend, absolute legend. And but Pelé, different kind of player, but again, goal scoring machine, just like Haaland. So anyway, back to the thing about City. So like I said, City are going to have a chance, maybe an outside chance of a trophy, but that's a cup. That'll be a cup, and that'll be only if Haaland stays fit and keeps firing. Because for me, City, Pep made the mistake of letting De Bruyne go at least a season too early. And maybe the same for Walker, because they just look a little bit under strength at the moment, City. And I know they've got 1 or 2 injuries, but we hear this every year. Every club's got injuries, but it's how you adapt, and it's the size and the strength and the spirit of the squad that's going to get you through these setbacks. So we'll see if Pep keeps his job by the end of the year, or he decides he's had enough because he's Anyway, that's just my little thing about City. Who's going to finish third? Well, Spurs are doing well. I like Thomas Frank. I think he's a man's man. He knows how to get the best from players. He seems again to be a coach that doesn't berate the players all the time. He has his rules, and he says it this is how it is, a matter of fact, and you just follow the rules. If you don't follow the rules, you don't play for him. Simple. So but he doesn't go up and jump up and down and get all emotional like a lot of the coaches. He just says it. This is the way it is, lads. We've got to do it this way. And he's done well, and he's got the track record, because he's been in the Premier League now for a while, and he did ever so well with Brentford. So Tottenham, could they finish third? I'm not sure, because I think Chelsea will come. Chelsea they've got a big group of players and a huge depth in squad, so they're going to get their act together, and so they're going to be challenges for that third spot. United, I mentioned it before, got a coach who's like a lot of us have. When we coach football, we have these egos and agendas, and if you like, an arrogance that it's got to be my way, and I'm not going to change. So Amorim's like no different to many of the coaches. Stubborn, has got no plan B, if you like, just toiling away on this system of play. The playing style is not going to. So Amorim will be again, I've said it before, I don't know how he's still managed to keep his job. Very good coach in Portuguese football, but he's not an English Premier League coach for me at the moment, and that's my opinion. I think if he's still got his job at the end of the year, well, I'll be amazed, because United won't win anything. First coach to bite the bullet or to get the chop will be Graham Potter, because again, he's not managed to get a tune out of that team. So, and yeah, Potter's a good coach. Again, a little bit like Thomas Frank, doesn't jump up and down either. It appears not to jump up and down and get too emotional, just says it how it is. And he did well at Brighton. So I think Potter's a good coach, but he's not a good fit at West Ham. So Potter the first one to get the chop. And yeah, so that's it. Anything else just to say? Well, I'm struggling a bit with injury again. Played tennis last week, took a tumble, and now I've got some issues with my ankle and my ankle on my back. So let's see how that all develops. But walking, trying to do 10,000 steps a day minimum. So anyone in their 60s who feeling a bit sluggish and can't get your energy, walking is relatively easy. Well, if you can't walk, you're going to struggle, aren't you, to do a lot of things. And so just set off and go and do your 10-15 minutes every day, and then build up on that. So yeah, so still also thinking about how good my trip was to China. Fantastic trip. And where's the next one going to be? Not sure yet, but I could definitely go back to China next week. That's how good it was. Okay, so all right then, so I'm going to leave it there, because I've already gone over 11 minutes. I think it's past 11 minutes, and so I'll try and upload this one later. And yeah, so enjoy your week, everybody. Love to my family, love to friends, past and present, and yeah, God willing, I'll see you next time. Okay, thanks for watching. Tim, over and out. Cheers, bye.